Welcome to the Villa Paloma, part of our senior school campus here at Christian College. Today we're looking at some of our students in action as they're completing their projects in Term 3. Firstly, we're going to be looking at our visual communication and design students doing their environmental design with their architectural models.
So at the moment we are working on our houses. We've designed a house that's 5x5, that's our limit. We're allowed to have a 2-storey house. So we have to design it within those aspects and make adjustments to suit certain things like having a garden, a garage, all that kind of stuff.
My model isn't obviously done, but it consists of kind of 3 layers. So there's going to be a rooftop entertainment area, then there's going to be 3 balconies that kind of wrap all around, and yeah, just garage and normal everyday stuff.
It's a geodesic dome. So it was actually a structure that someone came up with in one of the world wars to just make it easier to build houses. Over the years it's been used for everything from actual houses to farm barns and even pig pens and stuff. It's just really a bunch of triangles that go together.
Definitely like scale and size was a big factor. That was a challenge, and assemblage in it, because as you can see there's stacks of parts that I've got to put together and I don't really know which way they're going.
I enjoy learning a lot of new skills, especially on the computer, because I guess you know some things, the obvious things, but then there's things that you don't know, like all the little tools that you can use, and you learn those, and once you learn them there's a lot of different things you can do in the program and things that you didn't think you could do before, which is really cool.
It kind of opens you up to different possibilities.
And it's so important for our young people to have a voice, particularly at the ages that we're teaching them at 10, 11 and 12. They've got a lot to say about the world, and in the subject each student has the opportunity to explore something that interests them.
This is one of my finals for studio. It's a headpiece, obviously, so at the bottom there's a hat that I've glued into a wire mesh base, and I've stuck, firstly as a base, I stuck leaves and then an assortment of different flowers on top, as my theme is exploring mortality and how susceptible we are to death. This is all fresh flowers, so as it dies, the flowers will die obviously, and I'm capturing them at full life and then middle life and then end, to show that we maintain our beauty throughout our life, because life is something that is very beautiful and we need to appreciate it.
So, chosen potential directions for artwork 1.
In studio art, students learn a multitude of different skills. I think one of the most important skill is to work independently. The villa is an open plan environment where the student leads the learning.
It's a release from all my other subjects in a way, because it really allows us to explore what we want and yeah, to explore things that interest us.
They can move through different departments. We might have a teacher that has particular skills in Illustrator. My students would go off to them and ask them particular questions. They may then go into the woodwork area where they'll work with different materials, and an expert there.
So the facilities here are really great, so everything's on the walls, so if you need something you just go and grab it. And we all know how to do everything, so you know, even if we don't, there will be someone that knows how to do it. They just give you a quick hand and whatever else, and especially Mr. Benson and Naylor, they know what they're doing, they're pretty experienced, so you just wait for them to come and give you a hand, and they know pretty much what to do.
As you can see today, these students there's an array of different projects. Some students are predominantly working with wood, some are working with metal, some are working with sheet metal and plastic. It varies from product to product.
I came up with the idea for a shield because everyone who goes into wood tech builds a coffee table or something along those lines. If VCar's going to examine me, I thought I'd build something interesting they haven't seen before.
So I'm making an outdoor chair. So the way I came up with it, so just before, early on in like the folio sort of process thing, just going through, it's mainly Google images pretty much, just going through all the ideas, and sort of needed like chairs out the back of my mum's house, so just thought, why not?
I really like antique kind of stuff. Always kind of had a passion for like refurbishing things, so just refurbishing an old vintage speaker. So the client came to me and was like, you know, I want an innovative safe, so that's why the safe's been incorporated into this, but also to look like a vintage speaker.
Oh, there's been plenty of challenges trying to bend the wood to make it look really nice. That was a big challenge. It was about 2 weeks to work out how to do it, let alone actually do it. No, it's been great with everyone else because everyone else is always happy to help.
I'd probably say it's the practical side, being a bit more hands-on than other subjects. So also probably you get a chance to be a bit more creative in the things you make.
They know what they're doing, they know how to do it. They've spent the semester sort of building the skills and doing the testing to know what to do. I feel they're all on task and they all really, really enjoy what they're doing.
The teacher's been very helpful. Mrs. Burnsides is very on board with everything we do. She makes sure that we get the best way to do it. Yeah.
The students work to the VCAA some set criteria, 9 set criteria, so they work on their design task for the whole year.
For my final piece, I'm making a decorative corset that goes over the top of a garment. So it's meant to be worn to like formal kind of events.
Okay, put some tape or something on there, or some thread, just tie.
My final is a graduation dress for my friend. We've got 5 weeks to work on it, and yeah, we're all in the middle of production at the moment.
Lovely.
Challenges are the fabric is very hard to work with, but getting through it.
Challenges I've found is the material that I've used for the base of it, because it's quite like netty in a way. It has been a bit more difficult when applying the different layers to it and actually getting it to sit evenly and well on top of each other.
They need to look at innovation and creativity. So why design a product that's already been designed?
It's very relevant to today's design industry, and we learn a lot about sustainability.
Once they have finished off this product, then they have to evaluate it, and they have to actually check and test to see whether it's met the requirements of what they set out to do.
I am really enjoying this year, all the information that we're getting, not just with making the garments or anything. It's more in depth, I think.